Hi, I'm Debbie Eisman, Heritage Village. I wondered if your projection of movies is going to be digital or film. The reason I ask this, I find that I heard on tonight's news, fewer and fewer film movies are going to be available for first and second run.
I'll do that
after if you want.
Also, if you have film only and you have to convert, the news said it would cost $100 per theater. $100,000.
It's $100.
I wish it cost $100.
Sadly, it's true, but it's probably $125,000 per theater. All our theaters are converted to digital. We originally installed film projectors, which is where my expertise was. If a mechanical piece of equipment broke, because I was brought up in the business, I could fix it. And all our theaters had projectors up until 4 years ago. When they made the announcement that we had to switch to digital, which was extremely expensive, and computers, which as you all know, they break under almost for any reason at all. I was very nervous because that's where my son would come in, because I'm out of the repair business where I could fix almost anything, and now you need a computer expert. But all the theaters would be digital, and what digital gives us is the ability to take a football game that was popular the night before, bring it into the theater and show it on a large screen for a group that might want to see it, or almost anything we can bring in, whether it's the opera, which is very popular right now in a lot of theaters where they'll have the opera playing because of the digital format, which we couldn't do with film. I truly miss film because it's what I remember, it's what I knew, but digital is here and that's what we'll provide at the theater.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sir? Could you provide your name and address?
Hi, my name is Charlie McCarthy, believe it or not. I'm a retired New York City firefighter. I live in Heritage Village. I'm one of the 18%. I'm a theater with 8 to 10 screens to the post office next door is with 1,300 people is beyond belief to me, I think. Movies being shown in the afternoon and in the evening, the traffic would be horrendous. Getting into the post office, I mean, yeah, the post office is difficult as it is right now. I would imagine they'd change the streets and all that, but I think it still would be difficult. The theater would also draw, which nobody seems to speak about, undesirables into the neighborhood with a potential of more customers. They would sit in their car or in the woods and wait until the coast was clear, and when the movie goers went into the theater, they would jump in their vehicles and take whatever they wanted. It's happening now, believe it or not, in this town. When you go to church on Sunday, or you go to the synagogue on Saturday, there's guys looting the cars, and we notify the police. They send the police car over there, it stays in sight, and then they have a plainclothes guy and they catch the guy that's doing it. This happened before, it just started happening again. As soon as they leave, 2 weeks later, it starts right back up again. I'm not going to talk about fires because I bore you. But anyway, years ago, when I was in the Bronx, a multiplex was built off Brooklyn Boulevard. And a gigantic parking lot with plenty of people around. And muggings and related crimes started going like crazy down there. The police would beef up security, as they did around the churches, and crime would drop. As soon as they left, they couldn't stay all alone because they hadn't enough troops to do that. Crime would go up. Do we want that around here? I don't think so. Another thought about this theater being next to the post office, their trucks and equipment would be up for grabs. The place is surrounded with a fence, but no fence ever stopped anybody that wanted to get in and get something. More security would be needed there. I'm going to switch you off to the YMCA. The site being considered for that is across the street from Demos. Why not put it down by Monero's, where there's plenty of room down there? It wouldn't be infringing on people that want to shop and go out to dinner. This will also bring more cars into the neighborhood, and security would be needed. Our rural look and our peaceful community would turn into a circus.
Thank you very much.
If I could respond to that, I would say, I've read some things, my son is more of an expert on social media, where I would watch the comments, and I didn't see the word undesirables, but I saw words referencing drafting people from Waterbury and Danbury, and mentioning like that. We've actually done studies, and we can easily make them available to you, but I think the concern that people are mentioning is very interesting, because I know the biggest concern I had with my son and my daughter when they left was I didn't want to see them get in the car, drive out at night to go to a larger town, whether it's Waterbury or Danbury, or now is like I'm getting a little older and your night vision is the best, so I really want to get on the highway that was mentioned before, that there's so much traffic going on, and deal with that traffic, to drive into cities like Danbury, pay a lot more, and deal with the elements that you referred to. But I think what would be better, and what I'd want for my children as they would, is be able to stay in the community and go to a family-oriented location where everyone can have fun and have a good time. As far as all this crime in the parking lot, we have the theater in Wallingford, and I see no example of that at all. So we have proper lighting, we have a security guard that walks around, and I really don't see that issue. Obviously, you can go almost anywhere, and if you leave something blatantly on the windshield, which I'm amazed why people do that, either they're a GPS device or whatever else, that's asking for trouble. But if all of us use just common sense in regards to what we do with our cars and our vehicles and our valuables, I think that would prevent any items or acts, incidents like we're talking about. But I don't see any of the issues at our theater.
Thank you. Sir?
Yes.
You can state your name and address?
You know,
My name is Victoria, and I'm from Southbury.
The family that used to own the theater.
Are you folks, the people, family, who own the theater in Watertown? That's
Around the 70s, around the 70s.
Yes.
You are?
Can I answer that?
Yes.
Yes, we owned the Watertown Drive-In. It was a single-screen drive-in theater that had approximately 1,700 cars.
When I sit there for a minute,
I'll-
stand too long. No.
Okay,
My God.
good, let me get your chair, but let me finish, because I might answer your question. So it had about 1,700 cars. I suggested to my father at that time, when I saw the future of cinemas, that you needed multiple screens, and what we did was we took the single-screen Watertown Drive-In, which was kind of an icon facility off the highway, and broke it into 3 screens. We put 2 additional drive-in theater screens, and it was extremely successful. Unfortunately, drive-in theaters are no longer viable because the land becomes so.
But in the 70s, did you not own an indoor theater in Watertown?
I absolutely did not.
You did not?
Did not.
Near a nursing home?
A theater in Watertown, I live in Watertown,
70s,
Connecticut.
I know,
In the 70s, yes, I did not.
I'll do a little further research.
Thank you.
And I'll speak to you direct.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
There's
And
only,
Mr. Butcher-
there's only one indoor theater in Watertown, it's the Country Center.
That's closing. That's when I hear they're closing.
That's
I
sad,
didn't ask
but
you,
that's
I didn't
sad.
ask you whether you had that, though, but thank
But
you.
that's the only.
And Mr. Picciarelli, I want to add something to what you had
Ma'am,
said.
does this concern the movie theater?
Okay, good
Or
part.
does this concern the country?
Yes, I want to make a comment to what you said. I live in Wilmington, and I'm sorry, I thought my voice was loud enough. I lived, this is a comment towards what you were saying, that you moved up here and so forth. I've been here many years more than you, about maybe 62 years. And I came up from Wilton, Connecticut to Southbury because it impressed me as a beautiful town. But hearing all you people talk, it seems like you want to make a city of it. And I don't like it. I see that happen.